Hello everybody, as I'm sure you've all heard by now, Rockstar has finally gone and patched the kuruma method on Pacific Standard. You can't get in your garage anymore, you can't pull out the kuruma, you can't pull out any other cars. No more armored drives through the countryside protected with full takes. So I'll show you a new method here. It involves a helicopter, it's quicker, doesn't take any special setup, you don't need the apartment, you don't need the kuruma. The only thing important at the beginning here is if you want an easier run, you want to be crowd control number 2. And if you're host, please set player saved outfits just as a convenience for everybody so they can pick heist vests if they want to, or they can pick their own outfits. The game's been out 3 years now, and most people still don't seem to know that you can wear your own outfits, save your own outfits with heist vests, and that heist vests will let you take less damage. So here I am on the run though, and since I'm crowd control number 2, there's very little resistance, and there's just a single cop here, and I just get to sprint on through. You're going to want to do this part like you would previously with the kuruma, where you blow up the bikes and get the checkpoint and then kill yourself to reset at the checkpoint. So yeah, pretty much so far everything's the same. I just wanted to go over some important bits that most people still don't know about. Yeah, you want to make sure it says head to the canyon right there before you kill yourself, and then you want to make sure everybody hits restart at the screen when it pops up. That's very important. So then you get the checkpoint. And what you're going to want to do here, this is where it gets different. Instead of running into the garage picking up the kuruma, which is impossible now, I'm going to be the guy who goes and gets a chopper. So I'm going to make a run over here to the bikes. And I get a bike, and the rest of the team's going to wait. They're not all going to jump on the bikes right away. They're going to give me a bit of a head start so I can drive across the map here without all the cops spawning like they otherwise would. So they're going to give me a bit of a head start. I'm going to give them a cue when I don't want to risk waiting too much longer, or else it'll fail. So I give them the heads up, they jump on, it stops the countdown, and a bunch of cops start spawning. So it's not totally important that they actually give you a head start. If people you're playing with don't know much better and they just all jump on, you can still do all this. It's just you're going to have a little bit more cops coming after you on the drive. But they do have to get on. If they blow up the bikes, it won't work. If they don't get on, it won't work. So there does have to be enough communication for them to know to get on the bikes at some point, preferably after a small head start. So what I've done here is I've ridden over to the Vespucci Police Department. That's it right there, and it can spawn choppers on top of that roof. There's not one there right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep a bit of a distance, so it'll actually try to spawn stuff on it. And there it is. It spawned it already. Alright, there's already a chopper here. So yeah, you don't want to be too close, or it won't try to spawn anything there. And you don't want to stare at it the whole time, or it also won't. You want to look away, and you want to look back, and that seems to trigger the spawn. If it doesn't seem to be working, make sure that there's not anybody else hanging around there with you. If there's a second player staring at it, it won't spawn. If there's a second player right nearby, it won't spawn. I actually saw a guy flying a Frogger on the finale recently, so I'm pretty sure you can get choppers at some of the other locations as well, like the Hello Tours location. You might be able to get at that one hospital location in East LS. But the Vinewood Police Department, they've specifically disabled that one in the past, so I'm gonna guess that one still won't work. I haven't tested it again recently. Might work, but I doubt it. Alright, I got a chopper. Alright, yeah, so here it is. We got a chopper just 2 minutes in, Pacific Standard finale, and a helicopter. Plenty of time on the clock, and time to go pick up the rest of the team. Okay, now I'll show you what you do if you're not the guy running to get the chopper. How you basically can wait, give them a head start. I'll show you where to meet to get picked up by the chopper. In this case, Air's going to be the one who goes to get the chopper. I'm holding the money this time. So we figure out who's going to do the run.
No, let me do it.
And off he goes. So we hang around and wait for the heads up.
Let me win.
Then once we get the cue, all you got to do to stop his timer is just get on the bike, and his countdown will stop. Start spawning a few cops on him like you saw when I was doing it. Now for us, all we've got to do is get to a good place to get picked up by the chopper. We got plenty of time. We're gonna get up on top of this building just to the north of the checkpoint. It's the same building that you can see in front of the black van on the hack setup mission. Right there in front of me. Just to the right there, that's where the van would be. And I'm taking this rooftop route. You can there's like 5 different ladders to get up there. So you could drive around the alley, you could drive over to this side and take those other 2 ladders. There's many ways. I'm taking the stairs, climb up to the top, and wait for the ride. Alright, so then the ride arrives. After a bit of musical chairs, we
Here, it switched me already.
head for the canyon. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. You just fly to the canyon. You can actually go to the other checkpoints if you really want to, but you're probably going to get shot by cops when you're tiptoeing a helicopter around some of those checkpoints with cops at them, so I wouldn't bother. Just head on over here. You can land next to the boat, get out if you're not sure people know how to skydive, or just jump out like we like to do.
Wild card. Yeehaw.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the whole thing. Like if you enjoyed the video, I put a little bit more time into this one. I know a lot of people are trying to find a new way to do this finale and keep some of that money and not get shot to piss. So hopefully this one brings in a few new people. I usually post, random clips of elite challenges or just bloopers or just fun little challenges. If you like that sort of stuff, go ahead and subscribe. And if I come across any other really cool methods like this, I've posted a few other really cool methods, like on Prison Break with the kuruma. Have a look around if you like that sort of stuff. Yeah, just go ahead and subscribe. And have a good one. See ya.